is.
All right, that's a bit.
We're gonna do his. Oh, sorry, we're live. My bad.
And what's the motherfucking deal, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach Dante, in the motherfucking building with you guys. Today, it is game time. The second game of the preseason. Eagles versus Patriots. Here I got my boy, Jordyfighter, my boy, AK Eagles Uncensored, my boy, Money Mitch. And Coach Dante in the building. What's good, you guys? Shout out to you guys. So, Jordy, tell the people where they can follow you at, family.
You can find me at Jordyfighter on YouTube. I have my 3 podcasts for the Celtics, Fighting Irish, and Eagles, where I mainly get depressed on some of our moves or injuries, like the recent Terry Jackson move or injury. But you can find me there, and I'm just recovering from something, so expect some videos out later today.
All right. My boy AK, tell the people where they can follow you at, family.
Yo, you sure you don't want to swap names with me real quick after that intro?
What are you talking about?
Oh, my
Did
goodness.
you hear how many F-bombs he dropped in a matter of 1 minute? Like, swap the name, man. Holy shit. What's going on, everyone? This is your boy, AK Eagles. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. How's it going? If you love what?
You actually went through with it.
Well, of course I did.
Yeah.
You're killing me, man. You're interrupting my shit. No, oh man. Anyway, yeah. So if you like a great place that you can come, chill, be yourself, and just let your opinions out and not be judged, and just have fun, and you like laughter, and you like knowledge with your laughter, come hang out at my channel. I love having fun. I love to entertain people, and I'm a completely different monster come season time than I am during the off season. So. Coming out. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Come check it out. Come check it out if you like what you see. Yeah, fuck it. Mitch, go on, man. I'm done.
Money Mitch.
Hey, guys, what's up? My name's Mitch. Been doing YouTube off and on for 6 years. I covered the not Phillies. I covered the Sixers. I covered the Eagles. And yeah, man, I just dropped a video on Andre Dillard possibly getting traded. So if you want Eagles news, you know where to find me.
It's about time.
What's good?
Mine's shorter than yours.
What's good, NBA fan life? What's good, Speed? Big play Slay in the building. We got Lightning Production. What's good, y'all? So first question, man. We going around the panel. First question, go to my boy. Everybody gets the same question, but it goes to Jordyfighter. The first question. Preseason 2 tonight at 6:00. What do you want to see tonight? What do you want to see from the Eagles tonight? My boy Jordy. What do you want to see from the Eagles tonight?
So what I really want to see tonight is a little bit more of the first team, maybe more than a drive or two. Even though I don't think you'll really see much of the older guys still. Want to see a bit more of this first team offense. Want to see a lot more of the second team, guys like Quez, maybe a J-Jaw, more of Fulgham, more of Ward. And hopefully less of Nick Mullins, or as I like to call him, Two-Pick Nick.
My boy AK, what do you want to see for this team tonight?
I just want to see consistency, man. I definitely want to see more Hurts tonight. I definitely want to see Devontae Smith, see how he looks out there, because we haven't seen him yet against another team. We've only seen him in practice. So, all our dreams come true tonight. Hopefully he goes out and makes a huge impact right away. That'd be awesome. Secondly, I want to see that defense do the same exact thing it did last weekend. 7 points, man. No penalties. Go in the halftime looking good. And, I want our third and fourth string guys to get their dick in the dirt and fucking get after that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, just get fucking down and dirty, my guy. Like, stop getting stood up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look
Yeah.
like a bunch of pussies last week. Like, it was terrible. Like, fucking have some balls and get fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy
Yeah.
shit. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. So, you know, I just want to see some fucking effort out there from that third string, dude. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, no lie, man. Our linebackers were, as soon as they said hike, they just stood up and really never even motioned forward. They never were pushing. You know, the offensive linemen were getting to our linebackers right where they were set up when they hiked the ball. You know, like, you just saw no effort, no drive, no motivation. And I want to see something completely different this week. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Honey Mitch.
And as for me,
beat that
I
one.
would like to, huh? I
I
would
said
like to
beat that
say,
one.
I would like to see Devontae Smith. He's gonna play. For how long is he gonna play? Maybe like 2 or 3 series. I mean, I don't want him to get banged up. I don't want to risk anything. And Jordan Howard, because he's been balling out in training camp. The last preseason game, he had that monster block that led to the pass to was it Goddard or was it Ertz? Either one. But that block was insane. So I want to see Jordan Howard step it up. And I just want to see the defense do good in the first half and not as bad as that second half. Oh my god. I was live with Uncensored and we were just like, what is going on here? I've never seen players this bad. Like, I've never seen this before in my eyes.
Yeah.
He's being nice.
Man, like I said again,
You're right, I am nice.
the
You're
worst
being
thing
nice.
I
I can
am.
tell y'all right now, who I don't want to see. I want to see Nick Mullins. I hope I don't see him tonight.
You know
I
you're
just
gonna
hope
see him. You
no,
know it's possible.
I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to see him. That's the last person I want to see. I don't want to see. Again, I want to
Just
see
put some
more this third.
blinders on for the third, man. Wear your sunglasses so you can't see him.
Look, as soon as Nick Mullins comes on, this is what I'm doing. Yeah.
I
No
want
Nick
to see
Mullins,
more of
please.
this third team and fourth team, like Money Man said in the podcast. I want to see more of this third and fourth team because, like I said, it was absolutely horrible, and you know it was horrible because the moment that they gave up that wide open touchdown when nobody picked them up over the middle. I understand you're not trying to show them much your defense as much. I understand that, but there's no excuse for a guy to be wide open over the middle like that. And if you look at the actual replay, not just number 83 was wide open. You saw two other Steelers wide open in the end zone, and all you saw Nick Sirianni just spit on the ground and just shake his head. That just tells you something is wrong right there. Then the very next play, you see a receiver wide open, gets behind number 41 in coverage for a big play. They gashed us on the running game, 150 yards. That's all on the third and fourth team. The first team did very, very great. They didn't give up a touchdown in 2 minutes in the second half. I just want to see this third and fourth team get their head out their ass and, like I say, and compete out there, man. These guys are fighting for jobs. Preseason is very important because you out here trying to fight for a roster spot, or if you're not fighting for this roster spot, you know somebody can help get you on another roster. So it's very important that you can show what you have. You may not be good for this scheme, but you can be good for another scheme, and other teams out there watching you. So again, don't want to see Nick Mullins. I hope I don't see him. I want to see more of this Jalen Hurts tonight. Regardless if if he played the first half or played just the first quarter, if he just played half of the first quarter or 2 series, I'll be okay with that. Devontae Smith, kind of a little bit of a risk. He's injured, but like I say, kind of a little bit of risk. I kind of don't, kind of up in the air on him. But if he plays, that would be nice. More Quez Watkins, Jordan Howard. Of course, I want to see a lot more of those guys. In regardless if you give them give them number 2 reps and stuff like that. Regardless, I would take that. Just 2 series, I would take that as well. But I want to see more this third, and 14 defense. Definitely do.
Really quick.
Go ahead.
Really quick. I just got to give a shout out to Big Play Slay. He just hit 500 subscribers. He just did it. So kudos to Slay,
Good
man.
job, big play, Slay.
Seriously. He's live right now, so I'm gonna.
Congrats, man.
I can't pop in.
Congrats,
So.
Slay. Congrats, Slay.
Even though his takes
go
are
ahead.
asinine. You're
Uh,
uncensored.
so-
My stream yesterday when you two were going at it.
Hey, I
sitting there.
feel so bad for dropping a bomb on that kid. Like you have no idea.
Dude,
Bad,
I
my
did
chat
not.
was
I
like,
did not mean to say what I meant to say. I was just very open and honest because I had some. Yeah.
yeah.
So you know.
what you do, AK? What you do, AK? What the heck you do, man? What the heck you do?
420,
you
my guy. 420. I'm the pope of that religion.
Nines were just like, Mitch, kudos for sitting there and doing nothing. I would have just
But I was feeling good. We'll put it that way. And you know, when I feel good, it just kind of slipped out, and I was having some fun with it, but I might have went a little too far. So
that was just
I felt
funny.
bad.
What
I might have hurt
bird
his feelings
game.
a little bit, and I apologize.
I gave so much respect to Slay after that. Like,
Mhm.
dude, you sat there, you backed it up, and even though you're wrong, you still held your ground.
So we got Jackson out for 8 to 10 weeks. So give me a person that needs that under the most pressure tonight, or the person that's up under the most pressure for the last couple of ball games before we end the preseason and go into week 1. Jordy, give me a couple players that needs to perform and needs to show these coaches why they need to be a part of this team.
Yeah, so Derek Barnett's definitely one of them. He's definitely been a popular answer for that question for a while, with Sweat looming, and he just hasn't produced. He's on a 5th-year option, a contract year. It's been restructured, but still, he's on his final year of this current contract, and he has to perform, or else he loses his spot and could even next year not have a spot on this roster. Another guy is J-Jaw, because I will say he's slightly underrated by Philly, but still he needs to earn his spot. Earlier in the season, he said that he reflected on his time at Stanford and was going to let the
What the
talent
fuck
do
did
the
you just
talking. And lastly, I got to say Holyfield, because now that Carry-On's out of the way, Holyfield moves one step up, but he's got a lot more to go if he wants to prove that him being on this roster for a couple of years hasn't been just because.
Yeah. AK.
Jordy, I love you, dog, but you had me up till you said J-Jaw. You had me up till you said J-Jaw. I even like your Holyfield one. You know, it's like, dude, it's like, what the fuck? You guys signed this kid and you still don't use him. Like, when are we going to see this guy? I really want to see what Holyfield's got, you know? But every time we never seem to get him in, and I don't understand why. But, yeah, man, no, I definitely want to see a lot out of Osborne, too, you know, because somebody's got to take a spot away from J-Jaw here. You know, take Tyree Jackson, because of what he was and what his potential was going to be. I really felt that he was going to be that option over J-Jaw. But now that he's injured and he's on IR for 10 weeks or whatever he is, that just literally helps out J-Jaw, you know? So I need to see somebody step up a little more, you know, on the wide receiver position, take that 5th or 6th spot. Because, dude, I'll be damned if that guy touches this field again after this year.
For me, I got J-Jaw's umbrella making the 6th spot. So his umbrella is going to make the team. But
You're breaking my heart, man.
That's for me. I agree with Jordy on Holyfield. I like that one a lot. I have to go with Richard Rodgers. I gotta say Richard Rodgers, because for Tyree Jackson now, it's like, okay, with Jackson's out of commission, this is my time to sign. This is my time to prove This is my third. I'm the third tight end. I'm the third guy. You signed me to a good deal. I'm going to prove it to you guys. And Barnett, that's another good one. And Rager at the punt. I don't want him to miss 2 punts again. Like, people are saying Mitch is preseason. Mitch, it doesn't make sense. But you don't let it go over your head when you're at the 10. It's drop at the 1 or 2 twice. Like, you just can't let that happen. So, I'm going for Rager at the punt spot. At the returner.
Yeah, and like I said about Rieger with his bad punt returning, Notre Dame had a guy who muffed punts, but that at least he got his hands on the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Well, and you got to look also, man. Don't forget about Jack Stoll.
Okay.
He's probably going to be your other option at tight end, because whether we put him at a fullback on our roster or not, just because he's listed as a fullback doesn't mean that he won't be used as a tight end. But even if we use him as a fullback, look for him to be used like 49ers use theirs. You know, one that gets out into the flat, catches the ball, and keeps going, you know. So I still say Jack Stoll makes this team as well. And that helps him out by Jackson being injured, honestly.
Yeah. So I'm agreeing with Jordy, and everybody else made some great points. I believe I believe J Jaw is gonna be the odd person out, but I'm gonna go with a person that's out of the box that I want to see, and I feel that that stepped up in a huge situation when the Eagles need him. I want to kind of go with Greg Ward. I want to kind of go with him. I've been on the Greg Ward wagon for a while. He's not the best. He does make plays. He's not the he's not the speed that you want, but he does make plays. He does play winning type of football out there. He does do all the right things. Again, Derek Barnett. I want to see him step it up, but I say I can still see Derek Barnett making this team behind Josh Sweat. What if it's got to be behind Josh Sweat? That just make the depth more deeper and stuff like that. And like I say, Richard Rodgers. Richard Rodgers used to play for Green Bay. Used to catch passes for Aaron Rodgers. I want to see him step up a lot more. And Elijah Holyfield put up a lot of numbers at Georgia, but this is a time for him to step up because again, you got Kerryon Johnson up out of there on the injured list. He moves up a spot on the depth chart, but like I say again, he's got to go out there and show. He's got to go out there and show what he can do. So on the defensive side of the ball, what you guys think on the defense side of the ball? Jordy, what you think?
Yeah, I agree.
What? Wait, what's the question now? What's the question?
The defensive side of the ball. You mean a person that's kind of like on a wild card on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
That could make the team.
Gotcha.
A wild card?
Yeah, it's kind of like a wild card.
This is tough, but I gotta say Epps with how he did last week. If in a new scheme with new coaches, if he continues to do that and goes on a tear, he was for sure making this roster.
Yeah. Well, you know, man, I'm going to go with Scott. You know, it's hard because I was either going to go with Graylin Arnold or Scott. And I'm going to go with Scott because, you know, he's the one sitting there right behind McPherson. You know, I believe he's going to make this team, but I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'm going to put him as my my dark horse candidate to make the team.
Okay.
No, I was going to say McPherson, but McPherson's automatically on the team. When you guys say, like, the way he's been playing, he should be on the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, Barnett is going to be on. You think Barnett's going to be on the team, or no? Even though they reconstructed his contract. Yeah. He'll be there.
How bad's his shoulder injured? First off, did we hear anything about that? What did he do?
I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll look it up right now.
Because I mean, you got to think of it. He was injured last year. You know, he's got a very extensive history of having injuries, especially on our team. So I don't know, man. Like he's kind of in the same predicament as Dillard is. You know, you have two guys who were drafted later than them that are outperforming them. You know, and now they're both injured. So it's like, what do you do? I don't know. You know, like for instance, they were saying that that one guy that the Dolphins, I guess, they got a 7th-round pick for him, and he was taken the same year as Dillard, just like 5 picks after him or whatever. Like, so, you know, it's like, well, if we can only get a 7th for Dillard, I mean, you might as well keep him as a backup. But then again, do you trade him for just anything at this point? You know, so that's what you got to look at Derek Barnett too. He hasn't played that much, and when he has, he hasn't produced as well as what a 15th or 14th overall pick should. So it's like, how much are people looking at valuing him right now? Now, granted, he is young, but the production's not there. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. Then I gotta go with Scott also. Then just the way he's been playing, I'm going with Scott.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on a train. I'm gonna stay on the McPherson train for a little bit, even though he has not been performing the way he should be. But I'm kind of want to stay on this side, McPherson side. So, I mean, like I say, what do you guys want to see from this offense? Where you want to see improvement at? Give me some things that we could do better on offense that we didn't do last game. Jordy, what you got on it?
So there's some things I do want to see improve scheme wise, but that
Okay.
they run very basic for now. That's what they're going to do for the preseason, so I can't really go into that. But I do want to see a little bit more of general personnel sets. A little bit more 2 running back, a little bit more what are we going to do with tight end, because it's better to get those guys at least ready for that now than later. And I kind of want to see maybe 1 or 2 basic looks that we're going to have them in. And who knows, that could even get your bottom depth chart guys on the field just for now, just to see what they've got. Because this game's going to be about figuring out your depth, but also warming up guys that you know probably already made the team.
Yeah.
For me, I'd have to say, hopefully, you know, we start Smith. Hopefully, Watkins is out there at the same time as Smith. And, you know, Rager's out there. Hopefully, we stick with that combination to start. Miles probably isn't going to start again, which I think is bad. I think he should at least take a series or 2 as well. But hopefully, they do that. I don't know. But I definitely want to see Hurts in these guys for sure. I just want to see where they're at this point. You know, where their continuity is, where you know, how much more they need to work on with their timing and, you know, all that as an offense. So, you know, that's one thing I'm looking forward to. And another thing is I want to see us run the ball more this preseason game. You know, we didn't run the ball a lot last preseason game. It was a lot about the pass. And I'm okay with that. You know, you got to see what you got, but I want to see a lot more running this time. So, defensively, you know where I stand there. I love our first and second string. Like I said, you come out again and you perform like you did last week and have no penalties. Hey, A+ in my book, man. No penalties wins football games. We all know that. If you can make a whole game without penalties, hey, you're probably damn near going to win that game.
Yep.
So, you know, I like it, man. Just got to see the offense a little bit more, see where they think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Money Mitch.
Now, was it just me? The last game, you know how they were doing the starting lineups? I believe they had Miles Sanders there and Jordan Howard was starting. I was like, I was so confused. Seriously, I want to see Miles
I read
Sanders.
an article on that today.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that they did that is because he was literally like a last minute scratch. And when I say last minute, I mean last minute. They said in the article that it was so last minute that the network didn't even have time to change it. So that's how fast it happened.
Oh, I thought it was an error.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they literally didn't have time to go and change it before they went live.
correct. Wow. Yeah, I just want to see Miles Sanders play, get his feet wet, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just resting him, and I don't know. That's got me a little bit worried right now, honestly. Are they hiding an injury? Like, are they pulling like a Tom Brady with a torn MCL or something? But seriously, I want Miles Sanders to play. I want to see the running game more. I want to see Jordan Howard to get a lot of touches in the red zone because with Kerryon Johnson out, they need that bruiser back, and I believe that's Jordan Howard. And with Boston Scott, I just want to see him get the ball as much as possible. So, yeah, for the defense, you know where I stand. But yeah, like if Nick, I'm gonna go to Nick Mullins for a second here. If he throws another pick, can someone please not DM me on Twitter saying that he's gonna be a QB2? Please, I got so many freaking DMs, dude. The Eagles fans hate me. You know how hard that is? That means I'm saying something right. Like,
Hey, Nick Mullins is gonna be QB too. Oh no, he walked away.
Oh.
Just
dude,
wait, he'll
that's
get
hey,
me
man.
back.
number 25 on the Sixers. That's the same thing.
Hey, Mitch.
Don't worry, he'll get me back with Josh Richardson. Just wait.
No, you can keep him. Yeah,
No,
Hey,
I would
Mitch.
trade. I would
Mullins-
trade
Mu-
Josh Richardson
hey.
back to you for a second rounder.
hold on. Yeah, Eagles.
Mullins is going to beat Hurts out for number one.
Oh my god.
I know you're trolling there. I know you're not that stupid. I know you're not
That is
Tyler.
totally a fucking troll. No, that is totally a troll.
I'm like, you're not as stupid as Tyler. Let's get that out of the way.
That is totally a
my
troll.
goodness.
Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna tweet this out right now. Actually, while don't stress in my head, I gotta tweet this out right now.
Yeah, just, all y'all points is just like kind of like my points to look like. I say again, I just want to see more of this third team defense improve. I want to see us stop the running game because we had no idea how to stop it last weekend with the third and fourth string got in. Still, Dwayne Haskins had a Hall of Fame jacket on a third and fourth string. He had a Hall of Fame. He definitely put on a Hall of Fame jacket during that second half. That's where everything started to break down. Want to see more Jalen Hurts. I want to see more chemistry with these guys, with pretty much everybody on the field. I want to see kind of a little bit more chemistry. See how these guys line up chemistry wise. I want to see like AK more of the running game. We had a lot of throws.
I'll be right back.
Gainwell out of the backfield catching passes like I said, like we all said thought he was gonna do. Jake Elliott finally didn't miss a goddamn field goal. He finally didn't do that. And Nick Mullins, man, I don't have much to say about it, but I hope I don't actually see him on the field tonight, throwing the interceptions and stuff like that. So right now, man, I just want to see these guys still still play hard and stuff like that. I know we're not trying to give up the whole playbook, but I still want to see guys come out there with some effort and fight. And I just want to see these guys come out there with a lot of effort and fight and playing like they want something, like they want to make this team. That's what I want to see. I want to see guys out there
Right.
motivated, flying around. That's what I want to see guys out there doing. I mean, this could be your last shot. Next week could be your last shot, but this right here could be your last shot right here to finally impress these coaches and stuff like that. So again, that's my thoughts. So Adrian Killings, did y'all think did y'all agree with the decision of him being cut, or y'all wasn't okay with that? We'll go to Jordy.
So we didn't necessarily know if moving him to receiver was a move of desperation or just a move for a better fit. And that's something we probably won't ever really know. But looking at it now, I think it was a move of desperation to kind of save him potentially on this roster, and it didn't work. So ultimately, I think if he's cut from there, then he wasn't going to make this roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Jordy. I think, it was a long shot for him to make this roster. I had high hopes for the kid. I wanted him to because, I believed he could have been like a Darren Sproles for us, so to speak. He is smaller, he is fast. He can get through the little holes, like Darren used to be able to. So, I figured you could use him in that type, kick return, punt return, because we all saw what Darren Sproles brought to this table, so. And we kind of have been missing that lately. So I figured, that's an option we could have done, but that was all I truly thought he would be. And it did shock me that we cut him that early. I thought he would at least last a little longer, but, I knew it was a long shot.
Okay. Money Mitch?
He's not there.
He's not there. But yeah, like I say, I mean, I thought he was playing running back at first, and so it was probably a long shot for him not making his team. So they did the move pretty much like Jordy said, out of desperation, moving him to another position to see if he could succeed. Because like I say, running back, like I say, he wasn't gonna make the team at running back, and it was basically like everybody's saying, like you guys said, it was gonna be basically a long shot of him making his team. So how many tight ends you think we're gonna keep? I mean, do y'all think Richard Rodgers has a chance to make this team, or do y'all think Richard Rodgers is gonna be out just because of the Jackson injury? And do y'all see Richard Rodgers making this squad?
So I think I think there's the potential to keep either 3 or 4. Depending on what happens with Tyree, I think we could go with Richard Rodgers if they feel they can get Tyree through waivers and then he pops right in IR. Then I'm all for right now running 3, maybe even 4 tight ends, keeping a Stoll or somebody. And then once Tyree's healthy, cut a tight end, whoever you think's not producing as much as the other, and then bring in Tyree. But right now, it's a tough question, especially with Tyree going down. But who knows, especially with this team.
Yeah. Now I've said it from the get, and I'm going to stand by it. I think we go with 4. Because there's 2 options here. One, Tyree is the main reason why I said that originally before he got injured. But also now you have to keep 4 because I'm with Rock when it comes to Zach Ertz. I want him on this team. I believe in him. Yeah, there's questions around him, but Zach Ertz, man, he's bled for this city. He's given everything he has, and he loves it. This city. This is the only city he wants to play for, and I'll take that any day. The guy who wants to be here, Sometimes his actions may not act like it. Some things he said may not seem like it, but in his heart, he loves Philly, man. This is his home, But I have a strong feeling, though, that it's not a matter of how, but it's a matter of when for him. And I say we keep 4 because when we do move on from Ertz, which could be before the deadline or it could be next year, but either way, we're going to keep 4 because Tyree Jackson will be back week 10, or not week 10, but 12, 13, whatever, however long it takes him. But you kind of have to keep 4 because you're gonna need 4, and if you do move Ertz, that way you can at least move 3 more up. Because if you only keep 3, then you only have 2. Then you have to sign 1. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
Richard Rodgers. Do you see Richard Rodgers making this team? And how many tight ends you see we keep? You think we keep?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It depends. Can you see Tyree Jackson being cut because of his injury?
No.
Okay. Like, that's a common thing now. Whoever gets injury gets cut. So I will not totally rule that out. So for me, I can see Richard Rodgers making it. I can, and Saul being the 4th, depending on if Jackson gets cut.
Okay.
Do you know? Okay. Let me put a stamp on that real quick. Why I say Jackson is not going to get cut is because we all see what J-Jaw means to Howie Roseman. He's lasted this long only because of Howie Roseman, because that's his pick. He believes in that kid. Okay, that's his project, so to speak. And Howie wants to look right, so he works on it and keeps him around. Well, you have to realize something. Tyree Jackson is exactly what J-Jaw is to Howie. He's a project. This is Howie's guy. He's not going to let Tyree Jackson go because that's his guy. That's a Howie guy. He brought him in. He thinks he can be what he is. So that's why I say he stays, because he's a Howie guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing is, if they think he can clear waivers and they can land him back here on IR, they'll do it, because right now they couldn't put him on physically unable to perform because it's too late, and they can't put him on IR or he's done for the season. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What she's saying, he can be claimed by someone else.
Yeah, what's up, Michael Vick?
I think what's up, Michael Vick? I think if you on what you talking about? If you're on waivers, I think you can be claimed by somebody else. And you can be claimed on off waivers by another squad if you put a certain person on waivers. So it's an interesting thing been popping up in my head. I want y'all to answer this for me. J-Jaw, is it more? Do y'all think do y'all think is it more of him not being able to play and perform, or is it more of him not getting the opportunities out there on the field to show, to express what type of player he is? We're gonna go to Jordyfighter, my boy Jordy, on that, man. What you think about that?
Honestly, it's about how many chances he's gotten. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He got no chance. He got barely any chances after his first year, and even then, so it was limited under Doug. So if you give him the right chance, and he's talked about looking back on his time at Stanford and wanting to change his mindset and all that, and reflecting on what he did best and hearing what he's done now, I really think if given the chance, this guy can be great. This guy can be good for now.
You almost said great.
Well,
that's because here's great. The thing. I was thinking great on the team because he's the only big guy we have.
Dude, come on, I was drinking. Don't make me laugh while I'm drinking, man.
Hey, that's one hill I'm not afraid to die on. Just like I wasn't afraid to die on the Chris Finks should have been drafted hill.
Listen, man, J-Jaw to me, like, listen, I look at a lot of our players, and the one thing, I look further than stats sometimes on certain people in certain positions, and in wide receiver, the one thing, because I've played that position myself, the one thing that I know of that matters a lot is heart. To be a very good wide receiver, to be successful, you got to love what you do, and you have to have heart, and you kind of have to have an alter ego about yourself that you can't be stopped. Like, there's no one out there. Like right now, I promise you, when Quez Watkins steps out on that field, he's not Quez Watkins. He's a version of Quez Watkins people don't know. And that's the one that is, hey, go fuck yourself. You want to catch me? try, but you ain't going to. Like, he's unstoppable. He's got that unstoppable force about him when he gets that ball in his hands, you know? That's his alter ego. Like, they all have it to a point, you know? Brian Dawkins was a Christian man. He wouldn't hurt a soul. But how many times when he stepped on that field was he out to kill somebody? You know, that is a
Yeah.
Christian man with an alter ego if I ever seen one. Like, he was vicious on the field.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But I don't see that out of J-Jaw. Like, I don't see the drive. I don't see the heart or the desire. You know, even when he's out there on the field, he just looks like fucking, oh shit, Gumby running down the field. You know, he just flapping his arms and legs, you know, just waddling on down. Like, he gets no separation. He's not fast. You know, like, there's just nothing about this kid that enthralls me about anything, you know, and you have to have heart and desire. And I see way more heart and desire out of Watkins and Smith and Rager and all that to get better. I don't see him staying after practice extra time trying to get better and doing all this shit. You know, every year you hear, oh, he's dominating in training camp, and then you don't see him in the regular season. And it's like, well, what the hell happened to him dominating? You know, if he was good, he would have been on the field in my eyes. So,
Yep. Definitely, you definitely agree with that. Money Mitch, do you think J. John, do you think it's just him, or he's just not having opportunities out there?
I don't think. I mean, how? See, it's tough. Because all we saw was him scoring one touchdown that was fumbled into the end zone. And I'm like, to me, he just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. Look at Ray Lewis. Look at Brian Urlacher. Look at Ed Reed. Kurban Malu. I mean, I just named Hall of Famers who have left their everything they had on that field. And I'm just like, J-Jaw, is he thinking about his umbrella the whole time? Like, that's the only thing I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah.
His umbrella has more it than him.
Yep.
Hey, yo, can I share the screen real quick? I
Go
found
ahead,
something
go
on
ahead.
Instagram I think you guys will
Go ahead.
find funny. So, hold on. Boom. Boom.
Is it that clip of Jameis Winston?
that's our kid.
No, it's Landon Dickerson. Look what he's wearing. You got to bring it up, Dante.
He said Landon Dickerson.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh my goodness.
So, I don't think he's playing. Look at that.
Yeah. That is not crazy. So another question I probably got for you guys. I think AK is on the verge of getting up out of here. I'm about to end it in a 7
Yes,
more
sir.
minutes, so I can let y'all go early. So y'all got a big podcast coming up. I'm gonna be at practice. So anyway, again, I want to get to the damn, I forgot what I was about to say. They got down fast. So the Patriots, the Patriots playing their probably play their starters a little bit more. This type of game. This is a game that Bill Belichick, y'all know, as a coach, Bill Belichick kind of like to win. So you might see his starters a little bit more in this game. Do y'all feel the need that we need to see the starters a little bit more in this type of ball game right here? Bill Belichick game stuff based on how the starters went against them this whole training camp, and heard we put a good stomping on them. Do y'all feel the need that we need to see the starters a little bit more, or we need to see this second unit earlier? Do y'all feel like we need to see the starters a little bit more?
So I think we're definitely going to see the starters more than last week, but I don't think it goes beyond a quarter, maybe a quarter and a half. And that's not even really thinking about the more the longer tenured guys like a Lane Johnson or Brandon Brooks. I think they come off the field a little earlier than the rest of the first team just because I mean, they're vets and they're going to want to rest them a little bit more. And Lane's got his ankle problems, which we don't want to re-aggravate. So there's that, but I think we'll definitely see them more than we did last week.
Yeah, I would have to say I would love to see Hurts play till halftime, but I know that ain't gonna fucking happen. But you know, I at least want to see him play till the end of the first quarter. You know, he needs to get as much time as he can. I understand you don't want to get this kid injured, but he also needs the reps as well, and so does Smith, and so does Rager and Watkins. You know, I'm pretty sure one quarter isn't going to hurt these kids. They're young, they're resilient still, so you know, let them play a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Money, Mitch.
They need more than the first quarter. They all need more in the first quarter. So what they can got, I'd say a quarter and a half max.
All right.
Well, if you're going quarter and a half, might as well just go to fucking halftime. Shit. No lie. If you're going to keep them in that long, you might as well just let them play the first half. No lie.
I mean,
go ahead. My bad.
I'm still feeling a quarter and a half. So a quarter and a half for Hurts, a quarter and a half for Joe Flacco, and then a quarter for Mullins. Have him lose the game.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yo, don't be bringing that negative shit to my stream.
I won't be. Don't worry. You won't even be there.
I'll be listening.
God.
Don't think I won't.
Oh my
The boss will
I
be in
know.
the chat.
Yeah, Jordy will let me know. He will Twitter me. He'll be DMing me, being like, "Yo, Mitch is fucking this shit up." I'll be like, "Oh, he's done for."
Bergay said you need the starters to go to halftime.
Yeah,
You
I
saying the
agree,
starters?
man.
Yeah, okay.
I agree.
Okay.
Let
So
them
you wanna
play,
see-
man. Like I said, they're
Okay.
fucking young. They can handle it, you know?
Yep.
Ain't like now, granted, if you want to switch the offensive line a little bit, put Herbig in and Driscoll in, you know, they're still good. They can handle that shit. You know, so you can keep Hurts in behind them. It ain't gonna hurt him that much. You don't have to play Kelsey and Johnson the whole time.
All right. So, before we get up out of here, I want everybody final thoughts of the game tonight. Jordy, final thoughts. Give me some final thoughts. What you want to put out there?
So, final thoughts. Really just I want to see more from JJ and more from the second team receivers in general, too. And hopefully tonight, Nick Mullins doesn't throw 3 picks or 1 pick, and if he throws any, he throws 2, so I can continue calling him 2-pick Nick.
My boy AK, what you want? Final thoughts for tonight?
I'm gonna keep it simple for you, man. Nick Sirianni's gonna be spanking that ass. Simple as that.
Money Mitch, final thoughts.
Eagles winning. Hold on. Eagles winning. Umbrella on the field, and have.
He said Nick Mullins is gonna score. He said Nick Mullins is gonna score tonight.
Are you trying to get me to walk off again?
He trying to get you.
No, he's right. Nick Mullins is gonna score tonight by giving away a pick 6 to the other team.
Yo, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm telling you, if Nick Mullins scored, I don't know what I'll do.
Can we put Nick Mullins on special teams? That way he doesn't give away any scores.
Well, if you put him on special teams, my guy, you better give him a special helmet.
But Nick Mullins threw another interception
Wait,
tonight.
Uncensored, were you the guy that had Nick Mullins be our second QB?
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I wasn't the only one, but listen, he didn't do that bad in San Francisco. How was I supposed to know he was gonna come out here and fucking stink it up? Like, but I was the very first one to say during the stream last Thursday when he threw that second pick, I was like, "Get him the fuck out of here!" Like,
yeah, but I went
Al Pacino on this motherfucker. No lie.
That had Joe Flacco's too. I don't think anybody was agreeing with me there.
Like, no lie, I wanted to Scarface this guy. Say hello to my little friend.
Boy, everybody on Twitter be on
Even
their
Nick
head.
had the look on his face after the second interception. You saw when he was going, they panned over to Nick after he threw it. Even Nick had that what the fuck face going on. I'm not even lying. You saw it. He was like head cocked sideways. Like, did this
Yeah,
dude
I know
really
what you're
just
talking about. I
fucking
saw
throw
that.
another
I saw that.
interception? Yeah. He was like, this dude right here. Yeah, no. Shit, he would have been off my. That's why I can't be a coach, bro. Because if that shit would have happened, he would have been packing his bags that night.
That one would have been fired on the field, huh? He would have been gone on.
Bro, that's how I am in Madden,
Yeah.
bro. And Mutt,
Yeah.
dude, if you don't do what I want you to do, I tear down your power up and I power somebody else up who will. I'm not even playing. You don't get a second chance with me, my guy.
Here's a little fun thing. Who do you think will score the first touchdown?
Oh yeah.
Rager.
You're going Rager? I'm going
Yep.
Smith. I'm going
You
Smith.
fucking would.
I'm going.
Watch it be Travis Fulgham and blow us all the way.
Yeah, I'm going with her.
I'll say Huntley.
Okay.
How
Plausible
many
if Miles
rushing,
doesn't play.
do the Patriots get over 100 rushing yards? True or false?
Well, that depends how
In the
bad the
first
third
quarter,
team is.
no.
It depends on how bad our defense is in the second or third unit of fourth.
Yeah,
And,
actually, first half, no. Second half, yeah, maybe.
it just depends on how good the running back is that night or tonight. It just depends if he's like on a hot streak.
That is true. They did have like Stevenson and shit. And by the way, holy fuck, somebody needs to like tell that man to calm down. He realizes that was only like preseason week 1, right? He's out here hurdling motherfuckers like it's the Super Bowl. I was like, God damn.
I'm not lying about that.
I
Like,
just had to learn from Foothills.
He literally about killed himself.
Yeah.
Wait, what time's the show again? Uncensored 6,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I just had the link from
I
Foothills.
gotta get going anyway, my guy.
Yeah,
So
we
hey,
might
I
have to close it
appreciate
out.
you having me on, Coach. I really do,
All
man.
right, man. Always. Thank you for answering
Yep.
the call, man.
I'll see you all tonight.
See ya.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So, tell the people they can follow you guys at, man.
Wait, real quick. Nick Mullins is going to be the third quarterback Uncensored. He's going to be 3.
Tell them where they can follow you at, Jordy.
So you can find me at Jordyfighter on YouTube. Got my 3 podcasts where I share my depression of our team's bad moves and injuries, and hopefully before the season starts, the person I've been trying to connect with for a stream, hopefully the stuff dies down so we can do that. But look for that, and I may even stream this weekend because I have a fantasy league draft, and well, I got nothing else to do Saturday.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Money Mitch.
All right, you can find me on YouTube at Mitch Koski. Sub me up. I'm at 1311. I'm trying to get to 1400 by the beginning of the NFL season. I only need 89 more left. So help me get there before the start of the NFL season. You can follow me on Twitter at Mitch Koski. And this weekend's a big one for me. Tomorrow I'm gonna be back here with you. Tomorrow I'm gonna be back here. Got my Sports Chat podcast tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, me and Tyler.
Yeah.
And Saturday night at 8 o'clock, I'm going to have Cool Cat Connor on. So that's going to be entertaining. If you guys don't know who that is, he's blowing the hell up right now. Like, seriously.
I know who he is.
He's got 300,000 total views already.
Oh,
and he just... Dude, you know what he does? He told me this in DMs. He screen records the highlights and he gets thousands of views. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm doing that now. Sorry. I did that with Rager. I got like almost 100. I'm doing that from now on, man. I'm taking your
Oh
yeah. And Monday,
go ahead.
And then Monday is Sub Monday with Uncensored.
Okay, make sure y'all tune in for that Sub Monday. My boy AK Eagles has Sub Monday every Monday at 6 o'clock. Y'all also can follow. Y'all know where to follow me on Coachdonte31 on Instagram, Coachdonte31 on YouTube. We getting ready for the game tonight. Fly Eagles fly. Go Eagles go. We out, guys.
Peace.
Turnover Productions.